Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, okay. I'm going to come on camera and say good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's one of these mornings this morning. It is snowing like crazy outside. And I'm like, what the hell did I wake up to? So good morning. But this morning, we've got an update on the Memphis 5. We're going to discuss Aiden Fucci. Good morning, Rhodey Gal. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Rhodey, when you get a chance sometime this weekend, I need you to call me. Good morning, Black Hat Music. Good morning, Celia. Good morning, Tina. Good morning, Just John. Good morning, Virgie. I'm going to come back on camera real quick. I didn't do my hair or anything. I just untied it, and this is me right now this morning. So good morning, good morning, good morning. I said Tina, and Tina, thank you for last night. Really appreciate it. I really enjoyed having you up on panel, and I just want to say thank you again. But before we get started, I got some wisdom from Mama Holla. May she rest in peace. Mama Holla passed was it last week or week before last? Good morning, Chicken Cakes. It's always so nice to see you. Good morning, sweetie. Let's see. What are we doing? Michelle LaBelle, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So let's get some wisdom from Mama Holla. If we don't do anything else, we need to live by what Mama Holla has to say. Okay, let me get Mama Holla up here. Every time I saw her on Instagram, I would scream. Okay, she reminds me of my grandmother. She looked like my grandmother, and I just want to show you guys Mama Holla. Wait a minute.
The same motherfucking way. And if you don't, there's something wrong with you. You're a little fucked up or something. Don't get nobody that don't satisfy you. Life is too short for the bull. You got it?
Oh my God.
Don't be no fool. Don't let them make no fool out of you. I was abused and I did get, and I hate it so bad. But what it is, Kim, I love you so much.
Oh wow, I don't know. It's like I don't know if you were in love or just completely obsessed.
You can call it what you want. That's your choice of words. Any goddamn thing you want to call it. But believe me when I tell you, it's two things you better remember. If the dick ain't right, I don't care if you suck it, lick it, poop, you still ain't right, bye. You got to go, hon. It's just been so nice to see you.
Mama Holla said the dick ain't right.
And take you whoever you want with you. But get the fuck away from me, because you ain't the one, too. I can't help it. I'm 96 and I feel the same motherfucking way. And if you don't, there's something wrong with you. You're a little fucked up or something. Don't get nobody that don't satisfy you. Life is too short for the bull. You got it?
Oh my God.
Don't be no fool. Don't let them make no fool out of you. I was abused and I did get, and I hate it so bad. But what it is, Kim, I love you so much.
This is my grandmother.
I don't know. It's like I don't know if you were in love or just completely obsessed.
You can call it what you want. That's your choice of words. Any goddamn thing you want to call it. But believe me when I tell you, it's two things you better remember. If the dick ain't right, I don't care if you suck it, lick it, poop, you still ain't right, bye.
Okay.
You got to go, hon. It's just been so nice to see you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
And take you whoever you want with you. But get the fuck away from me, because you ain't the one, poo.
Thank you, Mama Holla, for leaving us with this wisdom. Oh my God. I love Mama Holla. I love Mama Holla, guys. I do. And she passed about 2 weeks ago. She is something else. And every time I saw her, I thought about my grandmother. I said, oh my God, if that's not grandma. I said, oh, Jesus. So anyway, good morning. And we have the Memphis police chief, Sherilyn, speaking this morning. They will release that video footage of the arrest. And it must be really bad for this lady to come on and prep everybody when they release this video today. So I'm gonna let you hear what she has to say, and then we're gonna discuss Aiden. But this I was like, wait a minute. When do they do this? Where do they do she prepped us for this. Let me turn this on.
Family feels. I expect you to feel outrage in the disregard of basic human rights, as our police officers have taken an oath to do the opposite of what transpired on the video. I expect our citizens to exercise their First Amendment right to protest, to demand action and results. But we need to ensure our community is safe in this process. None of this is a calling card for inciting violence or destruction on our community or against our citizens. In our hurt, in our outrage and frustration, there's still work to be done to build each other up, to continue the momentum of improving our police and community relationships and partnerships, to show those who watch us now that this behavior is not what will define our community and our great city. This is not a reflection of the good work that many Memphis police officers do every day. What comes next is our defining moment. What we all do next can be that reflection of our character. I am not wavering in my commitment to you to have a police force that is here to serve and protect you. Those 5 officers and others failed our community, and they failed the Nichols family, and that is beyond regrettable.
Yep, they did.
I have met with and offered condolences to Tyree's mother and father, and have asked for the support of our community leaders and clergy in this extremely difficult moment. But words are only temporary salves that need to be followed by true, responsible action and change. It is my
Okay, so they felt the need to come out. The police chief did. These 5 officers are now they were arrested. They're facing second-degree murder. They're going to release it this evening. And I have checked, and it's going to be this evening. It will be released. So that's how bad I think this video is. If she has to come up and put this out there, this video is really bad. They were fired right after 2 weeks. It happened January 7th. They were fired, and now they were arrested yesterday, I do believe, or day before yesterday. They were arrested, and they're facing second-degree murder charges. This is really, really bad. They call their actions reckless and inhuman. I want to see this video. I want to see this video. I really, really do. Everything in me wants to see it, but then I don't want to see it. I'll be like Terry Lynn, if that makes sense. Look, if that makes sense. It's going to be bad. But let's get to Aiden. Oh God. How bad do we think it is, guys? How bad do we think it is? It has to be pretty bad. But let's see. Let's go to Aiden, because I want to talk about Aiden. And let me tell you what this little punk is up to. This is Aiden Fucci. He was arrested when he was 14 years old. He was arrested because he stabbed Tristan 100 times. The knife broke off in her skull. Well, over 100. So it was 114. 100 of them weren't fatal, but combined together, they were fatal. Stabbed her. She was found Mother's Day morning. Okay, the knife broke off in her skull. This is crazy. This is crazy. So Tristan went to court on, I'm not Tristan, Aiden went to court on Friday. The prosecutors asked that it be a 6-panel jury and not a 12-panel jury. And since when he's a minor, he cannot face the death penalty. So the judge granted the petition for a 6-member jury. Okay, his defense attorney wanted the judge to rule that she only wanted the fatal autopsy photos to be shown and not all the other pictures because they weren't fatal. The judge ruled that every one of them, every autopsy photo will be released. She also wanted the knives that were found in Aiden's home or in the pond not to be shown in court. The judge ruled that the collection of knives that were found in the home is not relevant to the case. So he's only going to include the knives that were found on his person. Okay, so he was arrested that next morning. And I came across this case because Susan in the chat, a friend of hers, actually lives in that neighborhood. And she was telling Susan about it, and it came to me. So when they went and raided this home, there was all kind of satanic drawings and everything else. And his lawyer is asking that those pictures, those drawings not to be shown because another student said that he drew them and gave them to Aiden as a gift. But Aiden had pictures all on his walls. Aiden had everything. He was drawing a lot of these pictures. So the judge actually tabled that discussion for a later date. So then they asked for the cell phone records to be, I think it was 6 cell phones. They asked, the defense asked that not be put into evidence. The judge also tabled that. But they're asking that they force 3 witnesses that came forward because the defense says that they're not returning their calls and they're not and they can't get a hold of them. The judge ruled that the adult can be disposed. I guess now he's an adult, but the other 2 teens, he's going to wait until trial to see if it's necessary. So he stabbed this young girl in May of 2021, wee hours of Mother's Day. We saw the footage of them walking across down this road. They were coming from a home. We saw 2 people go in the woods. 1 person comes out. But he's 16 years old right now. So at the time he was 14, and he's being held at St. Johns County Jail. Now there's a docket hearing on February 1st, and then they go, I think jury selection is February 6th. February 6th is my birthday. Jury selection is February 6th. But that's not all Aiden has been up to. Aiden has been up to a lot of BS. A lot of it. Good morning, CJ. Good morning, sweetie. Good morning, Jen from the block. How are you? Jenny from the block. Hi, Jen. Good morning and welcome. So Aiden has been fighting in jail. And this just happened, when was it? See, Friday, when I got the notification from my, I'm going to call her my roving reporter, I was going to do, but I'm glad I waited because this happened on the 26th, which was yesterday. All of these documents came out. Aiden has been fighting in jail. He has threatened to kill officers and inmates and their families. Yes, Mr. Aiden. Mr. Aiden has been threatening people. So it's come out that, what was it? I'm trying to remember. Okay, he was fighting and he threatened to kill the inmates and stuff. But the reason he was fighting, he said, because he was being bullied behind his commissary. The officer said that he had witnessed Aiden hit another inmate, and the other inmate punched him back multiple times. So they used a stun gun on the other inmate, and Aiden was saying, I told you he was being extorted, and then they put Aiden in solitary confinement. They asked Aiden, why wasn't he reporting that he was being extorted? He said, he's no snitch. He's not a snitch. He's just a murderer. That's what he is. He's a murderer. It's not a snitch. He's a murderer. That's what he is. And they said he has been threatening and threatening. So this report was filed, I think it was January 25th. The report was filed. Then come to find out, in January of 2022, Aiden was extorting commissary items from another inmate by using fear. Now, let's remember, he was arrested May of 2021. The incident that he was extorting another inmate was filed in January of 2022. Now, why are we just finding this out? Who knows? Who knows? And then when the officer went to get the commissary items that Aiden had extorted, they said he became highly agitated, made threats against the officers' lives that were getting the commissary items. He told he was going to kill their families. And this is all while he was beating on his cell door. And they said he was acting in a loud and vicious manner. But this is the young man they want us to believe is not guilty. This is the young man whose mother was caught on cameras in their home, rinsing the blood from Aiden's jeans, washing them in the sink. There was another incident in October 2021. Aiden's eye was, they said it was baggy and discolored. And they said that he had been beaten up by St. John's deputies. I'm like, what? That's what Aiden told them. He was beaten up by the deputies. He said that they did it because he wouldn't get out of the car. On October 5th of 2022, they found all kind of books and magazines during the shakedown. He refused to let the officers remove the items, and he was pepper sprayed and restrained in a chair. This is crazy. So when they did talk to one of the guys that he was, when he was extorting them, the guy said, he said that he was saying he was going to stab him. when he gets back to general population, they call it GP. He was telling everyone in the dorm that when he gets out, he's going to find my people and stab them and take pictures. He was going around saying we are all PUSSYs because most of us in here for shooting someone and killing them. He says he's real because he stabbed a bitch face to face. And took her life. The guy said it was like he got high off for saying shit like that. So this is the young man. Okay, here he is. I was looking for him. Hold on. I wanted to show. This is Aiden. This is how he looks now. Oh, yeah. Good if he's being bullied. Oh, my God. I love Michelle Lee. I just can't imagine defending people like this as an attorney, job or not. I couldn't do it. He got off on saying he stabbed a bitch in the face to face. 13-year-old girl. 13. Let me just show you this. This guy, and I wish he was eligible for the death penalty because he is one that needs the death penalty. I feel nothing for him or his mother. Okay, hold on. Let me get this. Let me see if this is centered. Let me take Aiden's picture down. This is Aiden now. And let me hear this.
Water, fire, mold, or storm damage. When you have an emergency,
sorry, guys. Let me just turn the sound off until it starts. What did I do?
Tonight on the 10 o'clock news, new court documents shed light on accused killer Aiden Fucci's time in jail. Reports say that he's been involved in a slew of disturbances, from picking fights to making death threats. And all of these details are coming to light as the 15-year-old prepares to go on trial in fewer than 2 weeks for the murder of Tristan Bailey.
She was found stabbed to death Mother's Day in 2021 in the St. Johns County Durbin Crossing neighborhood. News for Jack's reporter Renee Beninati joining us live tonight outside the Duval County Jail, where Renee Fucci is being held right now.
What's wrong with her
Absolutely,
eyebrows?
Joy. And let me tell you, according to these court documents, it appears that he is making quite the bit of enemies inside of jail. They state he's accused of starting a fight and even threatening, to kill a corrections officer.
Yep.
As Aiden Fucci awaits his trial, we're now learning more about his time at the Duval County Jail. These reports state in December 2021, a corrections officer witnessed Fucci attack an inmate. When asked why the fight took place, Fucci said he was being bullied and extorted for his commissary. Yet he wouldn't say by who because he wasn't a snitch. The report states he was then moved to solitary confinement.
These are children who have been charged with adults who are in this unit.
We had Shannon Schott, an attorney and juvenile law expert, review the documents.
What's your take on these court documents?
This is the reality of children being incarcerated. I think it's important to remember that these are all children who are put into a box and they're given very little supervision and very little.
Okay, excuse me. Very little supervision. You're in freaking jail. Why is this kid in jail? Because he stabbed a bitch face to face, as he stated, woman. Stop it. Fuck this shit about these
resources to deal with the fact that they're charged with serious offenses.
According to the court documents, Fucci is accused of making repeated threats to other inmates. One inmate reported Fucci said when he gets out, he's going to find his people, stab them, and take pictures. That inmate said he also bragged that he killed someone by stabbing them, not shooting them. The teen is charged with stabbing his schoolmate, Tristan Bailey, to death.
How could this impact Fucci's defense?
It's possible that the state may call other inmates to.
Okay, I just can't. I can't. I'm not making excuses for this little pervert, this little disgusting kid. So the reason they did the 12 to 6 is because it's a better chance of a conviction. He's not good morning, JJ. Good morning, Drea. Margine, good morning. So the fact that he can't be charged with the death penalty because he was a minor, which he needs the freaking death penalty. I don't care. He deserves to be put. Ooh. His mother, I need to follow up on her charges. She was charged with aiding and an accessory after the fact. The video came from their own home that shows her washing out these freaking jeans with blood. Good morning, Drea. Good morning, sweetie. She is complicit. Then we find out later on that him and his dad, he didn't live with his dad. He lived with his mom and his mom's boyfriend in this nice home, in this nice neighborhood. They said he was always talking about stabbing somebody. He wanted to stab somebody. This is what all of his friends came up and said. He was stating 3 days before he wanted to kill someone, but no one told anyone. No one went to the authorities. They're saying that he didn't like Tristan because she was dating one of his friends. Did he have a crush on her? But if they didn't like each other, why were they walking back to the house? It was a house party. Why were they walking together? And why didn't her parents know? And I hate to say that, like I said it when I covered this way back when it happened. How come you don't know your daughter was not at the house at 2:00 in the morning? They say she used to sneak out all the time. That still didn't mean she deserved to be killed. The mother was washing blood out of the jeans. I love my sons to death, love my grandkids to death, but I'll be the first one to turn them in because I wouldn't want that on my conscience if they did that to somebody else. Good morning, crazy cat mama. Good morning. I'm just like, and they're saying, how is this going to be for his case? Well, they see he has a violent tendencies. He's a violent young man. But him and his dad used to have these sex parties. The dad would have a woman over there, maybe Aiden had one or a girl, but yes, they would have these sex parties at his dad's house. I feel no sympathy, empathy, or anything else for this young man. And it is an awful position to be put in. Good morning, sister. Good morning. Yes, they were having those parties. Good morning, Jennifer Positivity. Good morning, sweetie. Welcome back. They were having these parties. They raised a monster. That's what they did. He has violent tendencies. He's a violent young man. And the fact that he was talking about this a couple of days, a couple of months, he was always saying it. They were all on Instagram talking about the shit that Aiden used to say and what he wanted to do. If you knew he didn't like Tristan, why would you let him walk her back or walk out that house with her? We don't know if they had an argument or not. He's not talking because, he's no snitch. He's no snitch. But you're a fucking murderer. You're a murderer. And your mother is an accomplice. She's an accessory. How do you feel having your mother charged with an accessory? He don't care. washing the blood from your damn jeans. 114 times he stabbed that young girl, and the knife broke off in her skull. He deserves everything he gets. Every single thing he gets, he deserves it. I don't care if they bent him over in the jail and shoved a broomstick up his ass. I wouldn't care. He has some issues. Don't know where it stems from, but they said that he was always saying disturbing things. No one reported it to a teacher. No one reported it to anybody. Could this have been prevented? Don't know. Have no idea. But at least they would have been warned that this young man was saying these kind of things. I am disgusted with this case. When I first heard about this case, I was disgusted. No one spoke up, Drea. After the fact, everybody wants to come forward. They're all on IG and Facebook, all of these classmates. Ooh, yes, love Michelle Lee. Yes. It is sad. But I don't know if I'm going to be live tomorrow morning. I have some research to do on two things. And then Terry Lynn has sent me a whole bunch of stuff. But there is something that I'm going to do Sunday morning. It's about a Massachusetts mom. And I'm looking into this. And I need to try to pull some reports on this. It's another Andrea Yates case. Basically, when it was sent to me, the first thing I thought of was Andrea Yates in Texas. I was in Texas when this took place, and the rage I felt towards her husband, not really towards her. The doctor had warned him that she shouldn't have any more kids. They had this beautiful home, and he had her living in a school bus with all these kids. He knew she couldn't, but he would impregnate her, go to work, and just leave her there with these kids. When her mother came to try to help, he didn't want the mother there. That morning, she sent him a message telling him that what she was doing. Her oldest son tried to run away. She drowned these kids in the tub one by one. She drowned these babies one by one. When did she was able to stop? After the first one, I would have thought, oh my God, let me stop. No. She drowned them one by one. So the case I'm going to do Sunday morning, it's about a Massachusetts mother that did the same thing. She battled with anxiety. And Andrea was diagnosed, but she was on death row. I'm going to say they moved her from death row. She's now in this facility where she's getting the mental health she needs. The husband has remarried, has other kids with another woman. And oh my God. Yep. No one did anything, Jennifer. Nothing. Until after the fact. Yep. She should have never had any more kids. Told the husband she suffered severe postpartum depression, even with the first child. And then turned around and he impregnates her again. The house was disgustingly nasty. The house was disgusting. Beautiful home. So he decided, since she didn't want to clean, he was going to move her into a school bus. He bought a bus and put everybody in it. It's just crazy. Nope, this I'm not even talking about Madison Brooks, but I'm going to look into her too. This woman is Lindsay Clancy. She's 32. She was a labor and delivery nurse. So we're going to discuss that Sunday morning. But this Aiden Fucci bullshit pissed me off. And I appreciate every time they didn't. They did. And I swore, Black Hat, if you were in, I think you could have been in Texas at that time. He should have been charged as well. KK, that was 20 minutes from you. You know what? When it said Massachusetts, I should have called and asked you. But I'm going, trying to get some stuff together. But I will be discussing that Sunday morning. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be live tomorrow morning or not. I might try to sleep in. But I said I was going to do an update on Aiden and the fact, yep, you were in Baytown at the time. He should have been charged. Everybody feels that man should have been charged as well. It was just horrible, horrible. Then right after that, the woman that put her child in the oven because she was trying to burn the devil out of him. All of this was in Texas. KK, I'm so happy to see you, sweetie. I miss you. And we need to catch up because we haven't had a conversation in about a month or so. I mean, a real phone conversation. Maybe it's over. Maybe it's been 2 months. But I know we text. But I really need to talk to you because I missed you. I hope it's going to be open to the public. And I hope it's on YouTube. Because if Aiden's trial is on YouTube, I'm going to ask Terry Lynn. I'll probably do opening day because I'll probably be off. But I'm going to ask Terry Lynn to stream that trial. Unless I'm working from home, because the weather, look, unless I'm working from home because the weather may be really bad and the roads may be really bad and I cannot get out. But I want to stream that trial just like I did Jeffrey's trial. I want to stream that trial. So I just... Good morning, Ink Misty. Good morning, and welcome to the chat. Mardine, I noticed my stuff was shipped out. I can't wait. Yeah, I miss you. I really miss you. I love talking to KK. I love talking to her. But I'm telling you guys, it's just sad. Sad. You don't hear anything about his mother, which I need to ask my roving reporter. Has the mother been seen? Aiden's mother been seen? I want to know if she's running around the community acting like nothing is wrong. I want to know. I really, really want to know. She has other kids too. I want to know how do the siblings feel knowing their brother stabbed the bitch in the face as he's stabbed the bitch face to face. Because he ain't no pussy. Really? And you not a snitch, but you a freaking murderer. I'm sick of these people. Sick of these people with this bull. I don't care what age you are. You do the crime, bitch, you do the time. I told you guys how I got help for Nathan because I thought something was wrong with my son. I would move heaven and earth. When the pandemic was taking a toll on my 2 grandkids that were with me because they couldn't go back, what did I do? I contacted my son, made sure his insurance was going to cover it. They did virtual therapy. These kids that used to be inactive, they used to being in class. They had virtual sessions with the therapist. Kayla had anxiety. She's, she wasn't, her friends were all in Vegas when they lived in Vegas. She wasn't with her dad. She wasn't with her stepmom, didn't know what was going on. She couldn't fly back. She felt that, she was thinking that they didn't want her to come home. So I had to explain to her, it's a pandemic. I would take her to the store with me, masked up, gloved up, so she can see this is, this is a pandemic going on. But I made sure that they had those virtual appointments. They had individual appointments, and then they had appointments with the mother, with the father, with the stepmom, so they can all talk and they can understand how these kids were feeling. Come on now. If you cared about your children, if you love your family, you see something is wrong, you're going to get help. You're going to do whatever you can. You cannot tell me this woman didn't know this young man had an anger issue. You cannot tell me she didn't know this. You know your kids, you know your grandkids, you know who they are. If somebody walked up and told me that somebody said, I remember somebody told me when Nathan said this, I said, no, I can tell you what Nathan did say, but that other part Nathan didn't say. I said, because I know my son. Know my son. There had to be warning signs. There really did. So for that trial, yes, I will be there. And Terry Lynn has a story that she's probably going to do today. I was going to talk about it today, but when she and I talked yesterday, she's all over it. So hopefully she's going live. She was trying to go live yesterday, but she was waiting to get some more information. So if you see Terry Lynn going live today, guys, please, this is a case that happened in Louisiana, and I know exactly where it happened at. It's just crazy. But I want you guys to check to see if she goes live sometime today. Hopefully she does it this afternoon. But I really want her because it really touched her. And that's why I said I was going to hold off. I'm going to let her do that one. And there's a lot going on. It's just a lot going on. And the stuff that's going on right now, and it's so many. And all of these teens, there's so many people dying at such young ages. For what? Why? There was a YouTuber killed about 3 weeks ago in Houston over a YouTube beef. They pulled up and shot him up. A YouTuber killed in Houston over a YouTube beef. Are you kidding me? It's the same thing where this young girl, I guess she was on TikTok, and some guy was harassing whatever. The dad went there and beat the shit out of him. This shit is crazy. But I just want you guys to know that if you don't see my morning coffee tomorrow morning, I'm going to sleep in, and then I have some other stuff to do. But all my hard work that I've been doing for the last 2 weeks have paid off at work. I did all of my presentations yesterday. I have to make a few tweaks to update some information, but it was well received. And I'm really happy that my efforts didn't go to waste. So that's a reward within itself. And to hear my director and the CEO of the company and the CFO of the company was just, and I put the time in, I put the work in, and when I do something, I like to do it to the best of my ability. And that's when I come live. I just don't like to put out stuff that's not accurate. I try to find updated information to make sure what I'm reporting, because I had it last week, make sure what I'm speaking on is accurate to the best of my ability. And I never, ever want to put out something that's not true. So just, and that's just always been me. Oh my God, Ink Misty, thank you so much. Thank you, Black Hat. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. But guys, I am going to get out of here. I wanted to come live, and I can't stay because I have a 7:15 this morning, and I have to be on camera. So I have to get dressed because I have a leadership meeting, and I have to go get dressed, do my hair, and put some clothes on and not be in my, I got my church robe on, so just let you guys know. Wait a minute. My church robe is on, so I'm going to go get dressed and be ready to go on camera and get my hair and stuff done. So I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you all for being here. And I see you guys do like my morning lives. I'm trying to get some morning theme music for my morning live. It's being worked on, so I don't have to do that 30-second countdown. So I'm working on that, but I really, really appreciate everyone for being here and for being so supportive and for the conversations in the chat. And I like to feed off the chat. And if it's something you're asking me and I don't know about, I will gladly find out about it for you if I can. So guys, again, have a great Friday. It is snowing here in Spokane again. I woke up, I said, what the hell is going on here? But I put a song in the chat. The song is by Lucille Bogan. It's called Till the Cows Come Home. Guys, you need to go listen to it. It's called Till the Cows Come Home by Lucille Bogan, Bogen. Let me know what you think about that song. And Grandma Holla, thank you for all your wisdom. And may you rest in peace. May you rest in peace. Say hi to my grandmother for me, because I'm sure you guys have met and you're going to have a good time together. But I love you guys. Have a good day. And I will see you all again real soon. Bye, sweeties. Bye.